the newborn broke his father's finger. Not only was he freakishly strong from birth, but he was also covered in thick hair as a baby. Even after shaving his face, stubble would quickly grow back in an instant. At age 4, I skipped the checkup, bluffing the doctor. Chasing a soccer ball, I flipped my foot and lifted a car. Growing up, one develops various special abilities without needing awakening. That day, he cheated using X-ray vision, misjudging it badly, and incinerated exam papers. Swinging with a female classmate, she mocked him as very weak, but he instantly rocketed her to space in Under the Dream. He truly turned a team sport completely into an amazing one-man show on the football field. His classmates saw him as an oddball, deliberately distanced themselves, and wouldn't play with him. Dad patiently advised Eric that to find a true friend, he needed to pretend to be a regular kid, otherwise everyone would see him as a freak. But Eric disagreed with his father's words, unwilling to deliberately hide his innate abilities. Having said that, she closed the car door for her father. His 8th birthday was fast approaching, and Xiao Shui invited the whole class to his house, but no one came. Disheartened, Xiao Shui resolved to disguise himself as an ordinary person, silently wishing on his birthday cake, hoping to live a peaceful life. He lived a low-key life for years, secretly using his powers to quickly wash and dress, and arriving at work always absolutely on time, all thanks to his incredible speed. These special skills are used secretly when no one is around. During work, the leader asked him to step on ice. Xiao Shui turned on the tap, icy air rushed out, solidifying tap water into ice. He shook the freezer hard and vigorously, really trying to fix it quickly indeed. Just then, the doorbell rang. Xiao Shui used clairvoyance and realized the goddess she admired worked at this company. To make up for their early separation, after work, he used his pajama powers to engineer encounters. This room is quite lively. Following that, she smoothly invited the other person to dinner. A group of teenagers were noisy and annoying Xiaomei. She asked them to be quiet, but they mocked her. Feeling wronged, Xiaomei asked Xiao Shui to help, but he's endured defeat a year, unwilling to expose his powers, only to be publicly humiliated by these teens. Eating. Frustrated, she took it out on the tiles. Deeply disappointed, Xiaomei left, leaving Xiao Shui alone in deep thought. Then, the subway suddenly malfunctioned, endangering thousands of lives. In a crisis, Xiao Shui revealed her powers, rushing ahead with speed, to manually stop the speeding train. The irony was brutal. The train's impact far exceeded its visual appearance. Then, he struggled free, sprinting to the track's end, using a fire extinguisher. Using a makeshift brake, the control managed to bring the stone train to a safe stop. Once the danger was completely gone, Xiao Shui planned to leave. However, this rescue was unexpectedly captured by a major tech company. The aloof female CEO ordered the young man captured for her purposes. They developed a high-frequency wave, forcing him to the company building. Before long, Xiao Shui arrived at the location. The female boss revealed he wasn't the adoptive parent's child, and like her, an alien on Earth. She sought to rally people to control the planet. Hearing this, Xiao Shui found it ridiculous and absurd. Believing the woman was mentally unstable, he turned to leave right away without a word. The woman revealed his crush on Xiaomei, forcing him to cooperate. Xiao Shui strongly resists coercion, but women persistently coax him. When that doesn't work, they quickly gather many men to surround him. These thugs are vulnerable against his impressive powers. After dealing with the thugs, Xiao Shui returned home and called his parents, hid the reality, and severed all ties. His aging parents, unable to hide the truth, led him to a warehouse to see a spacecraft. Immediately, a spaceship projected light, revealing an alien claiming to be Xiao Shuai's father. 30 years ago, his mother faced enemy invasion and sent him to Earth to ensure his safety. He was then taken in by a kind couple. He specifically told Xiao Shui to stay on Earth. Unlocking the Juman is more tiring, but with great power, he can do anything. Xiao Shui understood his identity, and his mother sewed him a Superman suit. Learning that their son could fly, the couple taught him to climb buildings and attempt jumps. Thus, Xiao Shui started his first flying experience. A boy's smoking was mocked by a bystander, which reminded Xiao Shuai he's probably adopted. Compared to the initial belly flops of a clueless beginner, attempts led to unlocking aerial flight. Barely having practiced, he was pulled once again into a completely unfamiliar area. Xiao Shuai quickly stopped passers-by to inquire in detail about the way back home. Xiao Shuai explained that the peak position should turn left sharply before the line, then withdraw, arriving mid-air. After the directions, Xiao Shuai roughly figured out the exact way home. Over time, he mastered flying. Soaring freely was unparalleled. After much effort, Xiao Shuai finally made it back to the mirror. However, just as he changed into his Superman costume, pale-faced Xiao Mei visited, shocking everyone. Xiao Shuai led her into the room, hoping to play some cards. It's unusual for Xiao Mei to be so proactively enthusiastic. You're doing this. The classical dance schedule. Xiao Shun immediately activated his X-ray vision, instantly recognizing the beauty as a cyborg. Knowing this was the female boss's revenge, he told his parents to hide, staying behind to confront the mechanical assassin.
Okay, Mom and Dad are here now.
My dad arrived. Mom, worried her son was losing, tried to help, but the robot easily lifted her. Seeing his mother in danger, Xiao Shun grabbed a giant ham and smashed it on the robot's head. Concerned for his mother's safety and eager to see Xiao Mei, he rushed into town to protect her, revealing his secret powers. But Xiao Mei thought he was crazy. To prove he was telling the truth, Xiao Shun took off his jacket, revealing his superhero suit, and announced he'd fly around the skyscrapers. Just as he was gathering strength to leap, a burly man suddenly grabbed him firmly. They were staff doing cosplay, mistaking Xiao Shun for competition. They told him to leave quickly, and in that brief delay, Xiao Mei was kidnapped by the villains. Xiao Shun rushed to the Tech HQ immediately, only to find not just Xiao Mei, but also his friend Dan, imprisoned there. Instantly, Xiao Shun used the laser vision, carving a hole in the wall, and led the two to escape. Xiao Shun's flying ability convinced Xiao Mei, and she fell in love with him. By the time the boss rushed back, the three had easily escaped. The frustrated businesswoman seethed with rage, vowing to eliminate Xiao Shun. Soon after, she borrowed Xiao Shun's graphing ID lock, turning the ID into a 100-meter mecha. Then she broke free of the giant palm, capturing Xiao Shun's relatives. Xiao Shun fought hard, but each clash sent him crashing heavily down with great force, and he was finally stomped right down deep into the ground. Seeing this, Homura tried to help, almost getting sucked into the mech. Awakened by Xiao Mei's cry, the dormant power within Xiao Shun surged, multiplying instantly. He leaped up, spitting out the robotic arm he'd torn off. Then, with a blast of freezing air, he encased the enemy in ice, effortlessly vanquishing the ultimate foe. Thankfully, my parents and friends are safe. Driven by kindness, Xiao Shun forgave the boss. After hardships, he and Xiao Mei found happiness.
Xiao Shun became a superhero, safeguarding the city's stability.